So I got another bed of corn done today. Did I show you my bed of corn yesterday? I don't remember. I got 2 beds of corn now. One there, one here, and then I planted spaghetti squash in with the corn. It's gonna grow in all through here, through the corn, and fill in on the ground to help keep the ground moist. I got winter squash here, and here, and here, and then over here in this bed, I have the Jubilee melons here and a teeny one right there. And then here I've got butternut squash, and here and here. So there's my 2 beds of corn. And then I just finished weeding this bed here that's got last year's onions, so those will flower this year, and then I can save the seeds. And then over here where I planted my peas, here's my peas. I've got I planted 2 of those Kajari melons right here. I figure by the time they'll get big enough, hopefully the peas will be ready to be done and that they can fill in this garden. And then I've got some pumpkins right there that I'm gonna plant here in a minute. And then there's my garlic that I planted last fall, and apparently a tree. Get that out of there. And then, here, this is a mess. I need to weed this really bad, but this is my broccoli. And I've got some, because my brain's fried right now. Cabbage. Yeah, purple cabbage right there. But this should be broccoli, maybe cauliflower or something. I don't know. I planted a whole bunch more in here than what is actually coming up and doing good. There's the broccoli. But anyway, over here, I've got my potatoes here. This is potatoes. This is kale right there. And then here is spinach. And that is a whole bed of onions that I'm hoping will do all right. Oh, and this here, I planted a pumpkin here and a pumpkin here, and they're gonna come in and take over this whole big empty spot right here that I've got to clean out before they do that. And then I planted a pumpkin here and here, and they're also gonna take over this space. And then this bed is supposed to be more potatoes, but these down here are the only ones that are really coming up. I've got a couple, like right there and right there, that are coming up, but this I planted like, I don't know, probably 16 more or maybe more potato plants in here, and they just didn't come up. So if I don't see them in a few days, I might fill this in with melons. But it was melons last year, so try not to plant the same thing twice. But I'm gonna fill it even if I plant the same thing twice. There's my tomatoes, they're doing so happy. So, and then over here, this bed, which is weeds right now, is gonna be peppers. This bed here with the onions, I'm gonna go ahead and plant some melons and cucumbers. And this bed over here, this was last year's spinach, and as you can see, it needs to be picked before it bolts. And then this was a whole bunch of other stuff that that's a bunch of weeds that I weeded, but this was stuff that I planted, and now the weeds took over because I planted it last fall. So this bed needs to be weeded. I need to cut the spinach and dehydrate it or eat it as a salad. And this is my strawberry bed. So Sean will be very happy because strawberries. Yay, strawberries. More tomatoes over there and more tomatoes over there. So, I forgot. Let's come back down here by the... Oh, this is lettuce. I'm not going to do this mixed lettuce again because this stuff grew way faster than this stuff, and this stuff does need picked, but it grew way faster, and now it's bolting, and the other stuff is just ready to pick. So I'm not doing the mixed stuff again. There's my peas. Okay, so in here are my green beans. So I have some that are a little bit late coming up, and this also needs to be weeded super bad. Now that the beans are coming up, I'll give it a quick weeding, and then it won't probably need weeded again because the beans will fill this whole thing in completely. So, and as you can see, I need to weed around my beds really bad, but all this hopefully will be mulch here in a few months. So yeah, so that's my garden. That's what will be my garden. I still have to get my peppers in. I know I'm kind of late, and probably some more melons trailing off probably into the yard right there and over there. And yeah, so hopefully I didn't make you guys sick walking all over the place with this, but thanks for watching.